Today we are going to define one word that is called as radiosity. Definitions of radiosity. Suppose I am considering one surface. This is a surface that I am going to consider. And the characteristics of this surface is I am taking the opaque and non-black surfaces. So what is the characteristics? I'm taking opaque. So the meaning of the opaque surface is a tau equals to 0. And non-black, it means the alpha does not equals to 1. Because if you consider the black surfaces, then the absorptivity is 1. And if you not consider the opaque surfaces, then some of the energy will transmit through the surfaces. Now let me consider the incident radiations or E radiations that I indicate with the help of G, that is falling on the surfaces. Out of that, some of the energy will absorb by the surfaces. Suppose I am taking the absorbivity of the surface is alpha. So alpha times G, energy is absorbed by the surfaces. Then reflection is taken place from the surfaces, and this reflection is rho times G. As well as the surface also emits the some of the radiations. Means this is the incident radiations G, and out of that the rho times G is reflected back, and this is the emissions take place from this non-black surfaces. So it is indicated by E. So the total energy leaving from the surfaces is defined as, or it is indicated by J, and J means the radiosity. So the definitions of radiosity is becomes the total radiation leaving from the surfaces per unit time per unit area is called as the radiosity, and the unit which is same, that is a watt per meter square. Same, that is a watt per meter square is there for the irradiations. Irradiation is the total amount of energies incident on the surfaces per unit time per unit area is known as the irradiations. So now I think definitions of radiosity is clear in your mind. So now we are going for some mathematical interpretations of this concept. So alpha plus rho plus tau equals to 0, that equals to 1. That is a governing equations for any surfaces. Now we know that alpha plus rho equals to 1, as we have considered the opaque surfaces, and that's why the tau equals to 0. So now from this expression we can write as rho equals to 1 minus alpha. And as per the definitions of the radiosity J, which is equals to the summations of emissive power into the reflection take place from the irradiations. Now E equals to EB into emissivity, because we have defined the emissivity, which is equals to the emissive power of any surfaces divided by emissive power of black surfaces. So emissive power of any surfaces is becomes the emissivity into the emissive power of black surfaces. So I put down the value of E over here. Then I know that rho equals to 1 minus alpha. So I will write it down 1 minus alpha times G. Now I carry the one term, that emissivity into the emissive power of black surfaces on other side. So it becomes 1 minus alpha into G. Now I make a subject G. So implies that I am making the subject G, which becomes J minus emissivity into the emissive power of black surfaces divided by 1 minus alpha. Now, we know that from the Kirchhoff's law that for the equilibrium conditions, alpha equals to emissive power. So we'll just replace this alpha with the emissive power. So what we get that G equals to the J minus emissivity into emissive power of black surface is divided by 1 minus emissivity. So now after discussions of these simplifications, I just write that I again plot the figure over here so that we can easily understand. This is incident radiations, which is G. Some of the reflections back happens, that is a rho times G, and second is our emissive power, that is E. So this is an opaque and non-black surfaces I have treated. Now we will have write the G equals to J into emissivity, emissive power of black surfaces divided by 1 minus emissivity. Now I want to calculate the net heat exchange. From the surface. So what is the net heat exchange from the surface is Q net divided by area, because we are considering this in a unit of watt per meter square. Similarly, emissive power is also in the unit of watt per meter square. This is also in the unit of watt per meter square. So I'm taking Q net divided by area. So it is also having a balance of unit, that is watt per meter square. So the here the J is a summations of all the two energy, that is a leaving. So energy leaving minus energy incident on the surfaces. Now I am going to put the value of G from this expression over here. So my expression is becomes Q net divided by area equals to capital J minus G equals to J in the minus emissivity upon the emissive power of black surfaces divided by 1 minus E. Now I am taking LCM, so it becomes a J in the bracket 1 minus emissivity minus J minus minus plus. So I get the emissivity into the emissive power of black surfaces divided by 1 minus this emissivity. Now I remove this bracket, so it becomes a J minus J into emissivity minus J plus emissivity into the emissive power of black surfaces divided by 1 minus emissivity. This J cancel it out and I rearrange the terms. So it is emissivity, emissive power of black surfaces minus J into emissivity divided by 1 minus emissivity. I take this emissivity is common from uninometer sides. So it becomes EB minus J divided by 1 minus E. Now from this expressions I write the Q net, that is the energy leaving per unit time. So I need to multiply it with the area. So it is E in the bracket EB minus J into A divided by 1 minus emissivity. If I rearrange the terms, then it becomes EB minus J divided by 1 minus emissivity upon emissivity into area. Now I want to represent that this expression, that expressions that we have derived over here in the terms or in the mathematical form, then it becomes, this is the point where my emissive power is a black surfaces, then the resistance is happens, and here it becomes a J. So we have to divide this expression, means 1 minus E upon E into A. So this is the emissive power of black surfaces, and that J is a radiosity which is defined for the non-black surfaces. And this term 1 minus E upon E into A, it is known as the resistance, and the rate of heat that is flow over here, that is a Q net, and this is broadly known as the surface resistance. So this is the interpretations of the surface property in the electrical analogy. If we compare the equations, if you remember these equations, V equals to IR. V is a voltage difference, I is the current, and R is the resistance. If I rearrange the terms, that it becomes I equals to V by R. V means the voltage difference, I means the current flow in the circuit, and R is the resistance. So now if you compare that Q is a heat flow in the thermal system, same as the current flow in the electrical circuit. EB minus J, that is a potential difference in the thermal systems, same as the voltage difference in the electrical circuits. And this denominators is becomes the resistance as in the electrical circuits. So this is the voltage, we say like V1 and V2. So it becomes EB and J. So this is the voltage difference. The Q is a Q net, that heat is flow inside the circuit, and 1 minus emissivity upon emissivity into area, that becomes the resistance. So this is our resistance, RTH, thermal resistance, and this is happens due to the only the surface property, and that's why this resistance is known as a surface resistance. So now I'm going to take the heat exchange between this opaque and non-black surfaces. See, like this is a 1, and second one is the surface number 2. This is a surface 1, this is a surface 2. So the heat is exchanged from 1 to 2, then some of these it is refracted back, and again it is going like this, parallel surfaces if I am considering. Then in this case the heat is exchange, that we can write, it is non-black surfaces, so we write that the heat exchange from 1 to 2 is J1 into A1 F1 to 2. See, this is the J means the radiosity of the surface is 1. Similarly, so this is the expression for the heat exchange from surface 1 to 2, surface number 2. Similarly, we can write that J2 into A2 F21, which is the heat exchange from surface 2 to 1. See, in previous case what we have written, if you remember that Q1, what we have derived the expression, that is equals to the sigma into T1 to the power 4 into A1 into F1 to 2. That is a heat transfer from surface 1 to 2. Instead of this is for black surfaces, and we can write as a EB. If you go back in the derivations of black surfaces, then we have written like this for Q1. Similarly, we write for the Q2, that is sigma T2 to the power 4 into A2 into F1 sorry, F2 to 1, 2 to 1. So this is also again it is the EB2, here it is EB1. So if we can write, then it is becomes a EB2, here also it is a 1. So we write as A2 into F21, it is F2 to 1. Similarly, F2 to 1. Now, when you consider the non-black surfaces, this EB is convert into the J. So this is the same expressions of Q1, and this is a Q2. Now, after that, we write a Q1 to 2, which is equals to the Q1 minus Q2. So similarly, in this case also, we can write the net heat exchange. That is equals to Q122, which is equals to Q1 minus Q2. So we write this is a J1 into A1 F122 minus J2 into A2 F221. Now we know the reciprocity theorems. A1 F122 equals to A2 F221. So these terms having a same value. So we are taking the common. We can write as A1 F122. In the bracket we get J1 minus J2, or in other words we can write as A2 in the bracket, sorry, into F21 in the bracket J1 minus J2. So this is a rate at which the heat is exchanged between the two non-black surfaces. If I rearrange the terms, Q122 equals to J1 minus J2 divided by 1 upon A1 F122. Then similarly, we have to again use the expression that V equals to IR, and if I make the subject I, that is equals to V by R. So I means the current flow. Similarly to the heat flow in the thermal circuits, V is the voltage drop or the voltage potential difference required. So similarly we have J1 minus J2 and R means a resistance. So if I again plot this expression, let me write Q122, which is equals to J1 minus J2 divided by 1 upon A1 F122, and our expression is I equals to V by R. So by comparing, so we get one resistance R thermal equals to 1 upon A1 into F122, and we can plot the circuit like this. This is J1, this is the J2, and this resistance we can write as 1 upon A1 F122, and the heat is transferred over here. So this resistance is known as the space resistance, as we have already discussed, like a safe factor. So it is same as the safe factor that we have discussed previously. So now students, I'm going to combine this both the resistance. See what I'm going to combine this resistance, that is EB to J. So it is becomes EB1 to J1, then J1 to J2, and then so I just want to write this is my non-black surfaces 1, this is my non-black surfaces 2. So what exactly the diagram is becomes, so this is a EB1 which has a surface resistance, then it becomes the J1, and this resistance is 1 minus emissivity 1 upon the emissivity 1 into area 1. Then J1, it is again going to transfer the heat from up to J2, and this resistance is becomes A1 into F122. From J2, again there is a surface resistance for the surface number 2, and it becomes EB2. So here it becomes a 1 minus E2 upon E2 into A2. So in that way we can able to calculate the heat exchange from 1 to 2. So let we consider the whole. So the potential difference is becomes EB1 minus EB2. So I write that the Q122 equals to EB1 minus EB2 divided by the resistance 1, and all the resistance are in the series. So if you have a network like says electric network, this is the first resistance, then second resistance, and then the third resistance. And the voltage difference is V1 to V2. This is R1, R2, and R3. Then you have the V2 minus V1 upon R1 plus R2 plus R3. So similarly, I can write over here that 1 minus E1 upon E1 into A1 plus 1 upon A1 into F122 plus 1 minus E2 upon E2 into A2. So this is the expressions for the heat transfer from one surface to the other surfaces. And you can put over here, let me go for the simplifications, Q122, which is equals to EB1 minus EB2 divided by 1 minus MECVT1 upon MECVT1 into area 1 plus 1 upon A1 into F122 plus 1 minus E2 upon E2 into A2. Now I put it down as per the Stefan Boltzmann's law. I know that EB equals to sigma into T1 or T to the power 4 for the general purpose. So here it is EB1, so I can write the expression for the EB1, that is sigma into T1 to the power 4. Similarly, EB2 equals to sigma into T2 to the power 4. So I put down the value of sigma T1 for E1 and sigma T2 to the power 4 for EB2 divided by 1 minus E1 upon E1 into A1 plus 1 upon A1 into F122 plus 1 minus E2 upon E2 into A2. So now if I multiplied with these A1 with all the terms, so it becomes A1 into sigma in the bracket T1 to the power 4 minus T2 to the power 4 divided by 1 minus E1 upon E1. A1 is cancel it out. Again I am getting over here A1 is cancel it out, so I get 1 upon F122 plus 1 minus E2 upon E2 into A1 divided by A2. So this is the expression, and we can write as FG122 into A1 sigma T1 to the power 4 minus T2 to the power 4. This is the expressions for the net heat exchange between the two surfaces. And this FG122 is known as the gray body factors. I'm going to discuss some of the cases. So first case, right? Let me write these special cases. First case, consider the infinite parallel plane. So infinite parallel planes, we have A1 equals to A2 and also F122 equals to F221, which is equals to 1. So our expression for Q122 net becomes A1 sigma T1 to the power 4 minus T2 to the power 4 divided by 1 minus E1 upon E1 plus 1 divided by 1, because F12 is 1, 1 minus E2 divided by E2 into the value A1 by A2, but A1 by A2 value is becomes a 1. So our expression for these two infinite parallel plate is becomes A1 sigma T1 to the power 4 minus T2 to the power 4 divided by this. If I am removing the bracket, so it becomes a 1 upon E1 minus 1 plus 1 plus 1 upon E emissivity 2 minus 1. So this 2 is cancelled out, and finally our expression is becomes A1 sigma T1 to the power 4 minus T2 to the power 4 divided by 1 upon E1 plus 1 upon E2 minus 1. So if you remember, this is the same expression that we have derived. I am going to discuss the second case. That second case is concentric cylinders. Suppose I have a case of concentric cylinders. Concentric cylinder. So the concentric cylinder, the F122 is 1. All the radiation emit from the cylinder which is located inside, that is absorbed by the cylinder number 2. So that's why it becomes F12 equals to 1. Now our expression in this case is becomes Q122 net equals to what we got over here, that is the A1 sigma T1 to the power 4 minus T2 to the power 4 divided by 1 minus E1 upon the emissivity 1 plus 1, because F122 is 1. Then we have 1 emissivity 2 upon emissivity 2 into the A1 divided by A2. Now I again write these expressions. A1 sigma T1 to the power 4 minus T2 to the power 4 divided by this expression is becomes a 1 upon E1 minus 1 plus 1 plus 1 minus E2 upon E2 into A1 by A2. So this 1 is cancelled out, and we get the A1 sigma T1 to the power 4 minus T2 to the power 4 divided by 1 upon E2 plus 1 minus E2 upon E2 into A1 by A2. Now if you refer the area of the cylinder is becomes a pi d into L. So the length is common, pi is common, so it is cut it out, and d 1 upon d2, or you can write as r1 upon r2. So now we are going with the third cases. So the third case is very useful in the numerical. When the small body is located in a large enclosures. So suppose this is my small body number 1, which is located inside the large enclosure. This is a body number 2. So in this case, the A1 is very less than to A2, and if you take A1 by A2 is nearer to 0, as well as the small body is located inside the large enclosure, so whatever the energy leaving from the surface is 1 is absorbed by the surface is 2. That's why F122 is becomes a 1. So our expression for the Q122 is becomes A1 into sigma T1 to the power 4 minus T2 to the power 4 divided by 1 minus E1 upon E1 plus here it is 1 by 1 plus here it is a 0, because A1 by A2 term is 0. So now if I removing this term and give the simplification, then A1 sigma T1 to the power 4 minus T2 to the power 4 divided by 1 upon the emissivity 1 minus 1 plus 1 plus 0. So it becomes the A1 MECVT1 sigma T1 to the power 4 minus T2 to the power 4. So this is our expression. So these are the some of the few cases which is useful for solving the various numerical. So thank you for attending this live session.